Okay, our topic for today is a very interesting one. If God created Satan as perfect, then where did evil come from? So I think this is the questions popping up in the mainstream media. So mostly are, of course, referring to the Bible. But we are here not to only explore the Bible or to tell about the scriptures with the Bible because it's limited. So we're talking of other religions, other scriptures, and even banned gospels by the church. Because in order to better understand who you are and why are you here, is exploration. That is what Thomas is all about. I mean, Thomas, the name. If you even explore Saint Thomas or any Thomas Edison, it's all about ascertaining, it's all about investigation. All right, it's not being like doubtful in the sense that you doubted the resurrection, but it's all about an inquiry. All right, so to investigate, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, similarly, when you are referring only to one book, it doesn't give you the complete answer, especially that we know that the Bible today or even before is manipulated. It's edited many times, and there are a lot of translation which affects the real meaning. All right. So again, going back to the topic, we all know that Satan is perfect. Then, if that's the case, then why there is evil if everyone are perfect? All right. So, in order to understand perfection, you have to discover the beginning. So, what is the beginning? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. All right. So, basically, what it means is singularity and polarity. So basically, there's evil because of duality. I mean, because of the knowledge of good and evil. It's the ego where you cannot control. Nag-record na ba? If you cannot control your ego, then that's where the evil is. And any attachment to this world or to this material world, any materialism, definitely there will be evil, because even if you apply mathematics and if you look at history, you cannot avoid evil when you are attached to this world. And a pretty good example is overpopulation. So basically, you opted for duality, all right? So you mingle, you get married, and then have kids, and eventually it's synchronized, everybody do the same. I mean, all nations, so they get married, they have kids, and then there are less people dying than, those babies being born. And basically, we will have a problem, all right? And that's where the evil is. I mean, it's extremely unavoidable because you are attached to this material world, okay? But we are more than that. That's why you are given the free will to choose whether you want to be, materialistic, or you want to, seek spiritual or awakening. All right. And from the moment that you are awakened, then you happen to see the real world. Okay, how the world operates. Okay, evil cannot be avoided because it's part of our nature. I mean, as I said, overpopulation, and it's always opposite. Okay, it's always like here and there, up and down, like a roller coaster. So basically, sickness and in health, okay, better or worse, happy, lonely, sad, okay. You cannot avoid sin. The only way to avoid sin is oneness. Okay, so singularity. From the moment that you are detached to this world, when I say detached, of course, you still need to eat. Okay, and basically you still need, because you are in a physical form, and it has basic needs. Okay, but once you are enlightened, or once your third eye is open, then you become more aware, okay, that you are not limited to being physical, and you are actually living in a matrix simulated reality where, you know, it's the because of this root where Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden fruit, and humanity were cursed. Okay, so the only way to get away from this curse, okay, to save your soul, is through transcendence. So through spiritual enlightenment, and that is what you call salvation in Christianity. Okay, it's not about like Jesus Christ coming up from the cloud. Like, your imagination is very wild. It's not gonna happen where a dead person, okay, coming back, because it speak actually of a living one. We are all living one. Okay, you cannot expect the dead, but of course, his twin Thomas. Okay, in Hebrew, Thomas means twin. So that's why he said he will return. Okay, he will not return in his body. He will not return something like you will see him in the cloud. You will see his twin, the living one, or the Son of Man, was what the Bible say, who will come down from heaven. What basically coming down from heaven means is giving up materialism, giving up duality. All right, duality or heaven, he and Eve. Okay, even. All right. So it talks about heaven, meaning it talks about your perception of family. Okay, your perception of having kids, or your perception of living together. Because as long as there is duality, there is evil. Okay, so the only way to escape or to be perfect, as what God said, no, be perfect because He's perfect. Perfection meaning you need to be in oneness with Him. Okay, meaning you need to be detached to the material world. Okay, in order to avoid sin. Otherwise, it's impossible for you to avoid sin because you are attached to this world. Okay, and once you are attached, even like lying or something, sometimes you don't want to lie, but because of the situation where you are in, okay, you are attached to this world, then definitely you will commit sin. Okay, and there's evil. So the only way to avoid evil is a separation from the world. Okay, you need to separate yourself from your attachment to this world. So that's what it means, that in order to be perfect. Okay, and why is there evil on this world? Okay, so two things exist. Okay, polarity or duality, and oneness. So you have two options. Okay, your free will, you choose to be attached to this world, there's evil. Or you choose another one, to be detached to this world and in oneness with God, then that is the true kingdom of God.